Before I talk about the game, one thing that was interesting for Bentley this weekend was the anniversary of our 40th football, the beginning of football, I guess, 40 years ago. So we celebrated by having that team come on campus. And it was special. It was a lot of fun to have those guys back. And a couple of things, they brought some things along that were pretty impressive. One of them had the football from the very first game, which is really kind of unusual that he hung on to the damn thing for 40 years, but he had it. They had all signed it during the first game, but their signatures all faded. So I was able to have Spalding get the ball reinflated, and they all signed it, so that was kind of cool. And the second thing is they had an article from the Globe of our very first football game, written by a young sports writer named Peter Gammons. So that was kind of an interesting thing too, that Peter covered our very first game. In the pub after the team met with the 40th anniversary team, and the old guys went to the pub afterwards, and it's funny listening to the stories. You know, the 98-yard touchdown run becomes 128 yards somehow. I don't know. They really kind of had a good time rehashing the memories of 40 years ago. To the game, we played Merrimack University. Merrimack is extremely prolific offensive. They're averaging 600 yards a game total offense. They had scored 81 points the week before. They're a scoring machine. Second leading receiver in the country. Their quarterback is, you know, he's also one of the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the country. So we knew going in we'd have to control the ball. Time of possession was going to be key. And we had pretty good success doing that. I think we held them to 14 points until the last 30 seconds of the game, when we kind of let up a home run ball that allowed them to score. But I thought our defense played exceptionally well. We had our leading tackler was Blaine Hopwood. He averaged 13 tackles a game, did not play due to a knee injury. So we put this young man, A.C. Carter, out of Marlboro, transferred from San Diego. We put him in his place, and he had 11 tackles and an interception, and really stepped up and played that outside linebacker position really well. So again, our defense played exceptional. Our offense, I mentioned Danny Guadagnoli. It seems like every week I'm here. Danny had 430 yards of total offense, 350 of it in the air. He ran for the other 70, does that math add up? He's maturing as a quarterback. He's coming along every week. He's a little bit better, a little bit better. This was his 8th game as a collegiate quarterback, and I was really impressed. No sacks, no interceptions. Threw the ball away when he needed to, and just really was a field general that I'm coming to expect from him. His favorite receiver is Jeff Hill, young man out of Mansfield, who had, let me check here, 8 catches, 200 yards, 2 TDs, but his catches are spectacular. I mean, some of these things are pure circus catches, reaching over the defender. He's tall, he was a basketball player, he's got great leaping ability. I don't know if he makes easy catches look hard or what it is, but he just makes some tremendous catches that have really benefited our programming. He's evolving as one of the leading receivers in Division II, so I expect great things out of Danny and Jeff moving forward. Our opponent this week is Southern Connecticut State. I was talking to Coach earlier. Their offensive line has always been just huge. I think they average 6'5", 315 or 320 pounds. They're massive. And for us, again, Bentley, you know, round glasses, calculator clipped to the belt crew. We're not that big. I always tell people, when's the last time you saw a 6'6", 320 pound accountant? You just don't. So we have to play these people who they're just huge. But we've had good battles with Southern. I've known Rich Kavanaugh for all these years, and we've had really good battles with Southern. I expect another one. They're a little bit down this year. I think they're struggling a little bit. But we go to their place, and it's a win that we have to have. Unfortunately, our loss to AIC knocked us out of our league championship playoff, but we're still kind of holding our breath and hoping for a regional playoff. But we have to win this game to do that and move forward. So I expect a really good physical contest with Southern. Congratulations on the gold helmet. As the next defensive backfield coach, 4 interceptions, man, that's tremendous. That's something nice to see. And gentlemen, best of luck to you this week.